Marcus Aurelius, as a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, had a profound and reflective view of the world, the universe, and humanity. His meditations, written as personal reflections, provide insight into his philosophy, which is rooted in Stoicism. Below is an exploration of his thoughts on these topics, accompanied by quotes and anecdotes. The world and the universe. Marcus saw the world as part of a rational, interconnected whole, governed by a universal order or logos. He believed in the unity of nature and the cosmos, seeing them as expressions of reason. To him, everything happens for a reason, and every event, no matter how small, fits into the larger pattern of the universe. Observe always that everything is the result of change, and get used to thinking that there is nothing nature loves so well as to change existing forms and to make new ones like them. Meditations 4.3.6. This reflects his belief that life and the universe are in constant flux. Understanding this helped him accept impermanence and loss. Anecdote. Marcus often wrote about contemplating the stars and nature as a way of aligning himself with the vastness of the universe. For example, he would remind himself to look up at the heavens and keep in mind how small we are, as a way to humble himself and embrace the bigger picture. Humankind. Marcus Aurelius viewed humankind as inherently connected and part of a greater community. He emphasized the importance of acting in harmony with others, recognizing the shared human condition. For him, our purpose is to live virtuously and work for the common good. We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To obstruct each other is unnatural. Meditations 2.1. He also acknowledged human flaws, but encouraged understanding and patience. He believed that while people may act selfishly or ignorantly, this is often due to their failure to align with reason or the greater good. Anecdote. As emperor, Marcus faced constant betrayal and political scheming. Rather than retaliate out of anger, he sought to understand others' motivations and respond with wisdom. This mindset is reflected in his maxim. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. Meditations 2.1. Men and women. Marcus rarely distinguished between men and women in terms of moral value or their ability to live virtuously. His philosophy was universal, applying to all human beings as rational creatures. However, as a man of his time, his reflections often address a male audience. But the principles are inclusive. He did, however, advise against being swayed by fleeting desires or passions, which he believed could arise in relationships. Consider that before long, you will be nobody and nowhere, nor will anything you now see exist, nor any of those who are now alive. It is the nature of all things to change, to perish, and to be transformed. Meditations 4.3. Anecdote. His wife, Faustina, was reportedly unfaithful, but Marcus chose to remain stoic, enduring the situation without public complaint. He focused on his duty rather than letting personal grievances dominate his life. Children. Marcus had many children, but most did not survive into adulthood. He expressed love and care for his children, but also accepted their mortality as part of the natural order. His reflections show a stoic approach to parenting, emphasizing the importance of setting an example of virtue and resilience. Don't let your reflection on the whole sweep of life crush you. Don't fill your mind with all the bad things that might still happen. Stay focused on the present situation and ask yourself why it's so unbearable and can't be survived. Meditations 8.36. Anecdote. Despite losing many of his children, Marcus remained committed to his duties as a father and emperor, finding solace in philosophy. He reminded himself not to mourn excessively, but to cherish the time he had with them. Figuring out the universe? For Marcus, understanding the universe was about aligning oneself with its natural order and living in accordance with reason. He believed in observing the patterns of life, embracing change, and practicing virtues like wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Meditations 12.22. Exercise. Marcus often advised people to engage in daily self-reflection. He would encourage you to write down your thoughts about the day and assess how well you aligned with reason and virtue. This practice was his way of understanding himself and the universe better.